Hello and welcome to Friday's Jigsaw Session. So this term is all, in our Jigsaw, is all about healthy meat and being healthy. So it's going to fit perfectly with our science work this term. And this week we are looking at the impact of food and the impact that lots of different foods and drinks can have on our bodies. So to start us off as a warm-up, have a look at the statements below. How many of them apply to you? So what I want you to do is have a look at all of them and see how many you can tick off as things that you definitely do. So pause the video and have a go. Okay, so you might find that you do go to bed on time every night, but maybe you don't drink so much water, and maybe when you're tired, you just keep going. So if we're thinking about being healthy, why is it important to try to do these things? So have a think. Why is it important to exercise and to eat 5 portions of fruit and vegetables and to drink lots of water? Why are those things important for your body? So I want you to pause the video and have a go at writing down one sentence that explains why it's important to try and do those things to keep healthy. Okay, super. So what I have got on the screen for you is a few different foods and drinks. I've got the names of the foods and drinks underneath in case you couldn't tell by the pictures. What I want you to do is have a look at the pictures of food and drink above. What do they all have in common? So they all have something in common, but can you work out what it is? So pause the video and have a study of the different foods and drinks and see if you can spot the thing they have in common, and then come back when you think you've got it. Okay, so all of these foods and drinks have an effect on your mood. I wonder if you managed to spot that, which is what we're going to have a look at today. How the foods and drinks that we are eating can affect us and actually our mood. So let's have a look. So do you know, now that I've told you, of any of the things that these foods or drinks above can do to your body and mood? What effects can they have? Have a go, pause the video and see if you can just guess. Just talk out loud. You can jot it down if you want to. Do you know any of the effects? And then come back when you're ready and we'll go through them. Okay, hopefully you've had some guesses and maybe you might remember something that you didn't realise you knew before. So chocolate can actually improve your mood, especially dark chocolate. So even though it's not necessarily healthy for you in large amounts, it can improve your mood. Coffee can make you feel more alert, which might be one of the things that you managed to guess. So it's to do with the caffeine in it, which can make you feel more alert. Turkey contains a chemical. Now, I didn't know this before. That can actually help you feel calmer. So maybe if you have turkey for Christmas dinner, maybe that's why you're so calm on Christmas Day, although maybe you're not so calm. So turkey can make your mood, make you feel calmer. Nutmeg in high quantities, and I mean high quantities, can make people have hallucinations. Didn't know that before. Energy drinks like coffee can make you feel very alert. Again, that is because it has lots of caffeine in it, and that is something that can make you feel alert, that affects your body. Chilies can help turn a bad mood into a good mood. So maybe next time you've woken up and you're feeling grumpy and you're not in a good mood, maybe you can eat some chilies and see if it works. And warm milk can help you feel sleepy. And I know lots of younger children and maybe older children like to drink some warm milk before they go to bed because it can affect your mood. It can make you feel sleepy. So thinking about the way that we know that different foods can affect our bodies in different ways, what do we know makes up a balanced diet, and why is a balanced diet important? So I just want you to pause the video and have a think about those two questions. Do you know what different food groups make a balanced diet, and why is it important that your diet is balanced? Why can't you just eat fruits and vegetables all day if they're good for you? So pause the video and have a little think about those questions. Okay, so on the screen, we've got something called the Eat Well plate, which shows the different food groups and a rough proportion of what balance it should take up of your meal times. So you've got your fruits and vegetables in the green slice, which is a pretty big one. An equal amount of slice of our plate. You've got things like bread, rice, potatoes, pasta, other starchy foods, so carbohydrates. And they're equal parts of your plate, so they're the bigger parts. And then the other three groups that are split almost equally, apart from this purple one, is quite a bit smaller, but the blue and the pink seem quite equal. So we've got meats, fish, eggs, beans, and other non-dairy sources of protein in here. In the blue side, we've got milk and dairy food, so things like yogurt, cheese, and things like that. And then in the purple slice, which is probably about half the size of these on either side, are foods and drinks that are high in fat and or sugar. So it's not saying that you shouldn't have them at all, but they are the smallest proportion of your balanced diet. And I'm sure that you've done lots on balanced diets through all your years at school, and so you're very well aware of what each food group is and how much of it you should be eating. So we're going to have a look at some true or false questions now. So on the board, I have got 5 questions to start us off. Are they true or false? So I'm going to read them to you, and as I read them to you, I want you to write the number and whether you think it is true or false. If you need to pause to have a think about it, you can. So number 1, look at the palm of your hand. So the palm's obviously this bit. Your body needs only the size of your palm of protein, so meat, fish, the protein section that we just looked at, every day to get all the necessary nutrients. So is that true that you only need a palm-sized portion of protein every day? Number 2, if you ate lots of fruit yesterday, you don't need to eat any today. Is that true or false? Number 3, potatoes are a good source of carbohydrates. So think back to the plate we just looked at. Were potatoes in the starchy food section? Number 4, it's a good idea to skip breakfast. And number 5, vegetarians are healthier than people who eat meat and fish. So hopefully you've got those 5. Then, before I reveal the answers, I'm going to give you another 5, and then we'll go back and do the answers. So, number 6, milk, yogurt, cheese, and other dairy foods are important for growth, and they help to form strong bones and teeth. So, do milk, yogurt, cheese, and other dairy foods make your bones and teeth stronger? True or false? Number 7, chocolate and sweets should be banned. Is that true or false? Do you need to not have any of that in your diet? Number 8, children need to eat the same amount as adults. Is that true or false? Number 9, beans and lentils fit into 2 areas of the Eat Well plate, protein and fruits and vegetables. So do they fit into both? Are they also protein and fruits, vegetables, or are they only one? And number 10, these foods are high in salt, so we don't need to eat much of them. So bacon, cheese, salami, soy sauce, olives, and ham. So they are high in salt, so we don't need to eat as much of them. Is that true or false? Okay, now make sure you've got your answers because we're going to go back and go through them. So question number 1, look at the palm of your hand. Your body needs only the size of your palm of protein every day. That is true. Many people believe that you need to eat lots more protein, but your body cannot process too much, so only give it what it needs. Number 2, if you ate lots of fruit yesterday, you don't need to eat any today, is false. So you need 5 a day every day, whether you ate loads yesterday or not. Potatoes are a good source of carbohydrate. True, you get lots of energy from potatoes. It's a good idea to skip breakfast. False. After sleeping, our bodies need energy to get us through the day. So missing breakfast means your body misses out on essential nutrients. So breakfast is very important. Number 5, vegetarians are healthier than people who eat meat and fish. False. So it says not necessarily. So you could have some wiggle room here. Just because a vegetarian chooses to not eat meat or fish doesn't mean they're healthier. A vegetarian diet does not mean they eat more fruit and vegetables. A balanced diet includes protein, so vegetarians have to find alternatives to meat and fish. So things like tofu, beans, lentils, and eggs that are high in protein. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they're healthier just because they eat fruits and vegetables, because they have to get their protein from elsewhere. Number 6, milk, yogurt, cheese, and other dairy foods are important for growth and help you have strong bones and teeth. Is true. They're high in calcium, which is needed for bone and teeth health. Chocolate and sweets should be banned. False. We talked about this a second ago. They could be part of a balanced diet, but they don't need to be eaten every day. But they don't also need to be banned. Number 8, children need to eat the same amount as adults is false. So children's stomachs are smaller, so they don't need as much food as adults. Even if children are very active, they still don't need as much as adults. So make sure that your portions are child size because you've got smaller stomachs. Number 9, beans and lentils fit into 2 areas of the Eat Well plate is true. They've got vegetable protein and they're high in vitamins and minerals as well. And then finally, number 10, these foods are high in salts, so we don't need to eat much of them. So we've got bacon, cheese, salami, soy sauce, olives, and ham. And that final one is true. So we should try to cut down on the amount of salt we eat, as too much salt is unhealthy for our heart. So how did you do? Did you get all 10? Did you get half of them? Have a think, have a count up of how many you've got, and let us know. And so on to the final thing today, which is what we are going to do. So your task, so on the website, there is a template, a stop, start, continue template. If you don't have a printer, that is fine. All you need to do is draw a red, orange, and green circle. So they look a bit like traffic lights. And then you're going to think of 3 things. So we're only going to write 3 sentences today. In the red circle, so the red circle is our stop circle. And you need to write something that is linked with food, drink, exercise, being healthy, that we've talked about today, that you currently do a lot of, but you want to try to do less of to be healthier. So that might be that you might want to eat less sweets. It might be you want to eat less salt. It might be you want to exercise more or drink more water. Or it might be linked to all of those things at the beginning about going to sleep on time and the other ways that we can be healthy. So you're going to put a sentence inside that red circle to do with that. In the orange circle, so this is a start circle, you're going to write down something you don't do, but you're going to try to do more of. Okay, so maybe you don't get your 5 fruits and vegetables a day, but you're going to have a go at trying to do that. So stop, start. And then in the green circle, you're going to write something down that you already do, that is to do with being healthy. So something that you're positive about, that you already do, that you're going to carry on doing. So it's a stop, start, and a continue. All you need to do is do a sentence in each of the circles. Don't forget to send us a picture to let us know what you have come up with. And that is all for our jigsaw today once you have done that.